And it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. Because I can be. The name of my book that's on my Amazon link. That's right below Show More. Under the video, under the Teespring clothing. That is my OXO omelet turning spatula. And I'm using it to spread paint. And everybody who knows me already knows that that's my thing, and I recommend this very much so. It's also on the Amazon link with my book, because I can. And there are other things there you might like. Check it out at no added cost to you, and it helps me out if you go shopping there. So, nice thin layer of paint. And it's not too hot here today, which is a good thing, because I'm going to put this aside for a minute. It's not that thin. It's thick enough so that maybe it won't dry too quickly. I'm going to put that aside, and this is going to be the most complicated part of this. I am going to make some small shovels and try and use up some of my small bottles of color. And I'm not sure what's going to happen. That is a white pearl that I'm trying to use in between my neons. And there is no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. But it does turn out that as I do this, it's all about the colors. And that is a Prussian blue with Deco Art pouring medium in it, as well as Floetrol and GAC 800. GAC 800 is in all my paint. It's by Golden. I recommend it to people who live in similar climates to mine because it keeps my paint from cracking. I don't know what that thing is coming out of there. Oh, oh, oh! Out! Ouch, you thing. That does not belong. Now I got purple paint all over my fingers. Okay then. What else have I got? I got all kinds of stuff that I do not use often enough that needs to be used. And it's looking pretty thick. But that's okay. I have confidence. Really? Am I convincing? I don't know. There's one bottle down. Alright, so I like my orange very much. And I love orange and pink together. I'm not averse to orange and purple together. So long as I like my colors, I'm probably golden. No pun intended. There wasn't really one there anyway, so never mind. Try and get back into this box. And that's nice. People keep asking me how often I need to shake or stir my bottles of paint. I do it every time just to be on the safe side, because the Floetrol does separate. Ooh, that's a nice color. Wow, really nice color. Let's put some more of that in there. I haven't used any yellow today, per se. I haven't thought about it too much. You can tell I haven't used it because the top is still plugged. Okay, let's find something to unplug the top. I find if I'm giving it a little pressure as I push in, it will blow out. Alright, so gold right there. And that, all of that looks like enough paint to me. Or pretty close to, or probably more than enough paint to me. I haven't used the green I love, and I want some of that. These colors do not necessarily go together, but they will once they, oh, there's no blue in there. Cool. That's a nice metallic blue. I would like there to be the same quantity of paint in each shovel, and it doesn't look like I've really accomplished that completely. So I'm going to continue on and grab some, where's my red? Grab some red. And maybe some black and everything, until it all comes up to being very similar. Okay, they look like they're almost where they should be. I'm going to move this extra paint out of here. I'm going to find this other color over here that I cannot resist using or adding. Ooh, came out kind of different. It's not terribly mixed up. Things will mix. I'm going to have more paint than I need. Are you really surprised? Because I know you're not really surprised if you've been here before. I almost never do exactly what I say I'm going to do. And I'm never done until I'm actually done, and it's got very little to do with when I say I'm done. Alright, so this is my deal. I've got my wet canvas, and I'm hoping that this is going to work. I want to work from the center out, and I'm not sure what I'm doing at all. But I am going to keep trying to fill in with everything I've got in my shovel. Because I can. And I'm not going to work too hard at tipping that. I am going to, however, indulge myself and make my little pyramid go to my corner. And I don't mind what paint's on there. And if it's not right to the center, that's okay. I could probably fix that after, but right now, before I have any more on there, this is a good time to do that. And since I have some paint on my skewer and some paint is falling over the edge, it's also a good time for me to cover my edge, in my opinion. Actually, I'm going to dip that skewer in and roll it right over, because I'm like that. It's a because I can moment. I have lots of them. Okay, so since I've never done this before, and I'm not sure what I'm doing, and I want it to be nice, I'm going to torch, because torching will release patterns sometimes. I don't put silicone in my mix, but the Floetrol I use does create cells. As well as release bubbles in the paint from shaking it. So that's kind of cool, and I don't want to do much more of that. I might just save one of my shovels for later. I think I want to do something a little different than the last time. I'm going to start up from the edge. I'm just trying to let the paint flow off of my shovel. And I like what I've got so far, so I'm going to go back to my skewering ways. And I don't mind dragging a little of that paint right down to the edge, because I think that will help me cover it. And because I'm using a tile, I can pretty much pick whatever's dripping off onto the tile and put it back on my piece. And because it's early in the game, it will do what most paint does when you turn your back and you're doing paint pouring with paint pouring medium in it, is it will create beautiful patterns that you probably didn't expect. And I have to decide now if I'm going to go ahead with my original plan and try and make 4 pointed corners, but I like what I've got, so let's see what happens. Didn't agitate it as much with the skewer as the other side, and you can really see the difference. That was skewer agitated and this was not. That reminds me of stuff that I was gonna do already, which was create a couple of land masses receding. So maybe I'll just do that. I don't want to change the side, and I love the patterns in there, so it's not going to look the same. And now I have to decide what I'm going to do. A whole new gig. Alright, so let's put a little black in there. Because I can. And I want to see what it does. If it adds definition. Well, that's a hard choice. Because I've got a lot more paint on this side than I do on the other side, it looks to me like. So I'm going to take some of that. I'm going to take a chance and follow my theory that agitated paint will create cells. And see if I can tip some of that. And I seem to be able to tip some of it. I think if I tip it the other way, I'm probably going to wind up with a bunch of paint coming off, but I'm going to take a chance on that. going right through the center, and I think that's cool. So, I think that I'm not going to do anything else to that because it's cool the way it is. Okay, I say that. I lie. Oh, almost put my skewer right into my painting. Not on purpose. So I like this purple more than I like that edge. And I am going to have to keep wiping my skewer off if I want that paint to go in there. And I like the color that I have over here so much that I'm going to let it become the color very gently. Now, do I want any more of that? I might, because I have some anomalous thing hanging out on this edge. Move that out of the way. Obviously, I'm going to be using my other two shovels in a moment for something else. And I just wonder how far I want that to go. How far it can go. Maybe I ought to just keep letting it go. You know? I'm not trying to rhyme. No, not me. Not this time. Oh God. Never mind. Everything seems to rhyme. Yes, that purple is perfect right there. I like that. Alright, that's too much fun to mess with, she said, and then picked up her skewer again. I really need symmetry. I really, really do. And I want that paint right off my skewer and put it in the missing place. And I'm going to steal a little paint and do the same thing right over here. And I'm going to say that the edges are going to get touched up tomorrow to make them cohesive. And in the meantime, I have paint on my tile and I can use it, and I'm not afraid to. Okay, so that was pretty simple. I'm going to take my wet cotton cloth, which I recommend everybody has one of these, handy. Wipe off some of the schmutz. Run my finger along the bottom. Use that to touch up. Bring my finger along the bottom on the other side. Use that to throw. Sometimes the corners have gaps. So let me look at this. Since I just keep waffling back and forth. And I'd like, yes, that's what I wanted. I wanted some orange for sure. And yes, I know I dripped and I didn't care. I wanted that drip. I'm not going to put as much as I want because I know I can drag it. Where is that beautiful color that I had? I like that. I don't know, I think I gave myself a moment where I imagined I saw some canvas showing, so I'm going to have some more orange, I can tell you now. So I guess if I start now, telling you what I'm supposed to tell you, which is, if you don't mind shopping my Amazon link under the video, you will find all of my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas and my amazing OXO paint spreading spatula. This is so cool. I'm just going to give myself permission to continue to play, even though I thought I shouldn't. I'm going to. Just a little bit of here and a little bit of there. And this is only, I think this is only like a 10 by 10 canvas, but it's not going to keep me from thinking that this might be something that could be 3 by 3 foot either. And I can't seem to keep the little extra dots out of my paintings today. But fortunately, as long as the white paint is somewhat thick, yeah, right. Just going to pull that right over there. And I guess they don't have to be as symmetrical as I thought. I can be that A word. Let's not go there. Alright, so my edges will get covered tomorrow. This is cool enough to just leave as it is. It's too much fun to mess with. I already told you that we release the bubbles with the torch, the heated paint lets the bubbles go and makes patterns. We saw that. Where's my crib sheet? Let's just read that. My crib sheet is right here. So, donations made to the studio will get you an entry into a contest where you will get to choose one of 3 paintings that I'm offering in that contest, should your name be the one that's drawn. And under the video are my Teespring clothing, and they got some studio slogans, because I can, etc. I told you about the Amazon link where you can find my book. Because I Can is the name of the book. Yeah, I don't mind any of that. I'm pretty happy with all of it, to tell you the truth. We have a few minutes left to tell you I have more than 400 videos, quite a few more actually. And if you like what I do, then go watch some more, and I'm pretty sure you'll be happy about that, most of you. Thank you guys for all the comments and the compliments. Thank you so much. I'm going to blow that down with a... It looks a little anomalous right now, but it will flatten out in no time. So I have links to Facebook, albums, volumes 1, 2, and 3 at the bottom of the description under the video, under Show More, if you click open Show More, along with Pinterest and Instagram links. I really need your thumbs up. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, that would help my video placement very much. I do classes at private lessons at the studio. Hello, tongue. I do sell my artwork. If you are interested in purchasing something, just contact me through YouTube Communications, and I will get back to you. I'll give you an email address, and we can chat and figure out if there's something I can help you with. If you have questions, please just ask questions, and I will do my best to tell you if I can answer them. If I can, I will. If I can't, I'll tell you. And I love you guys. We have over 43,000 subscribers. Thanks for the job. Appreciate that. And I'm going to use my shovels on another piece right quick, I think. I'm going to take that paint, though, right there, and put it over. All right. So, I'm going to zoom in a little. I think this looks probably a lot more impressive in person. And maybe I'll do what I said I was going to do on the next one. Okay. Take care. Priscilla in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. Out. Bye for now.